A lot of people over 50 are told the same simple advice for back pain. Just walk more. Movement is good for your spine. But after more than 20 years working in geriatrics here in the United States, this is what has been seen again and again. For many older adults, more walking by itself does not protect the spine if the body does not know how to stay balanced and in control while you move. Maybe you have lived this yourself. You tried to be good, went for a longer walk, or stood a bit longer at the stove, and your lower back started to ache, your legs felt unsteady, or you found yourself grabbing the counter, the cart, or the arm of a chair. It is frustrating. It can be scary, and it can make you feel like your body is failing you. In this video, exercise number 3, the senior exercise that protects your spine. We are going to do something different. We will not just talk about moving more. We will talk about moving smarter, especially in the real moments of your day, walking around your home, standing to cook, and shopping for groceries. Take a breath before we begin. This is not a boot camp. This is a gentle, practical lesson in spine protection and senior exercise for real people over 50 who want independence, dignity, and less fear of falling or throwing their back out. Most of the advice you hear sounds like this: don't bend, don't twist, don't lift, be careful. What if the real path to spine protection is not about avoiding movement, but about training your body to handle the movements you cannot avoid? That is the heart of today's spine protection exercise. Very early on, researchers noticed something important. Older adults who train balance and trunk control fall less and keep their independence longer. Studies on core stability show that when deep spinal muscles are trained, pain decreases and walking and balance tests improve in older adults. Other research has shown that when the small, stabilizing muscles of the lower back, like the multifidus, are weak or shrunken, people are more likely to have back pain, instability, and falls, and that specific exercises can increase their size and function. In simple terms, your body is still learnable. Your spine can still be protected. Your balance can still get better, even if you have arthritis, previous injuries, or years of stiffness behind you. So why does it so often feel like the opposite is true? Because the real enemy is not your age. It is not that you are out of shape. The real enemy is systemic. You live in a world built for younger, faster bodies. Chairs are low and soft, making it harder to get up gracefully. Sidewalks, curbs, and store aisles are busy and uneven. Screens pull you into rounded, slouched positions for hours. The healthcare system, under pressure and short on time, often reaches for quick solutions. Here is a pill. Here is a scan. Here is a walker. All of those can be useful, but very few people sit down with you and say, "Let us retrain how your body carries you when you walk, stand at the stove, or push a shopping cart, so your spine is supported and your balance is safer." You are given tools that prevent movement or avoid it, but not many tools that teach you how to move with more control. Over time, a quiet message sinks in. Don't trust your body. Better not try. Stay in the chair. That message is the systemic enemy. It lives in the environment, the culture, rushed appointments, and the way we talk about aging and back pain. Inside that system, a hidden condition slowly appears, not just in your spine, but in your whole way of moving and thinking. If any of this sounds familiar, you may already know it in your bones. You stand at the kitchen counter and need to grab it after a few minutes. You walk through the grocery store and lean on the cart, not just for comfort, but because you do not feel fully steady. You step off a curb and your heart jumps because your feet and your upper body feel out of sync. Maybe you have said, "I am weak," or "I am just old," or "My back is bad." What you are really feeling is something that can be called quiet balance collapse. It is quiet because it sneaks up through small changes. You sit a bit more, stand a bit less. You avoid crowded places because you are afraid of being bumped. You start cooking sitting down because standing feels tiring and uneasy. It is balance because this is not just about strength. It is about how your brain, spine, hips, and feet coordinate to keep you upright, steady, and confident. And it is collapse because if nothing changes, the system slowly folds in on itself. Less movement leads to weaker stabilizing muscles. Weaker stabilizing muscles make your balance worse. Worse balance makes you move even less and fear movement more. The good news, and the whole reason for this video, is that quiet balance collapse is not a life sentence. It is a trainable condition. My name is Dr. Robert Ellis. For more than 20 years, I have worked with older adults in the United States, people in their 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond, helping them protect their spines, reduce pain, and regain confidence in movement. Some use canes, some use walkers, some have already fallen. What changes their story is not a magic stretch or the perfect pill. It is a set of simple, consistent senior exercises that respect where their body is today, target the deep spine protection system around the core and hips, practice balance in the positions they actually live in, walking down the hallway, standing at the stove, and pushing a cart. Exercise number 3, which you are about to learn, is one of those. It is a senior exercise specifically designed for spine protection, not in a gym, but in your kitchen, your hallway, and the store. To make this clear, here is how we will climb through it, from lowest to highest impact. Mechanism: what this exercise does inside your body. Study: what research in older adults shows about this kind of training. Daily life relevance: how it shows up in walking, cooking, and grocery shopping. At the mechanism level, think of your spine as the central pole of a tent. The pole matters, but the ropes and the way they are tightened really keep it upright. In your body, those ropes are the deep muscles around your spine and hips, especially the multifidus and other core stabilizers. Over time, with sitting, small injuries, surgeries, and fear of movement, those deep stabilizers often get sleepy. The big surface muscles tighten up to compensate, but without that quiet, constant support, your spine feels stiff, shaky, or easily irritated. Exercise number 3 gently wakes up that deep support system in positions that look like real life: standing, shifting weight, and reaching. Instead of lying flat on a mat, you are training your spine to stay steady, while your legs and arms do what they must do every day. Mechanically, every repetition teaches your body to stand over one leg more than the other without collapsing. Keep the spine tall and steady while a foot lifts or an arm reaches. Let the deep spinal and hip muscles share the load instead of dumping it into joints or clenching only the big muscles. On the study level, Research on older adults with low back pain has shown that core stability programs improve pain, function, walking, and balance tests, and can even increase the thickness or cross-sectional area of deep, stabilizing muscles. Balance training studies show that older adults can improve how their bodies respond to being off balance, reducing sway and fall risk even with relatively short training periods. So this is not a random movement. It is built on what science says your spine and balance system need as you age. On the daily life level, exercise number 3 shows up in 3 key places. At the kitchen counter, spine protection while you stand and cook. In your hallway or living room, spine protection while you walk. Behind the grocery cart, spine protection while you shop. Let us walk through each of those, slowly and kindly. First, the kitchen. If you are able to stand safely, come to your kitchen counter or any sturdy surface that does not move. Stand facing it, feet hip-width apart, toes roughly forward. Place both hands lightly on the edge, touching, not hanging. Imagine the top of your head gently reaching toward the ceiling. Your shoulders soften, your chest is easy, your spine feels long. You are not forcing a pose, you are just not slumping. This is home base. Shift a little more of your weight onto your right leg. Both feet stay on the floor, but the right feels heavier, the left lighter. Your whole body leans a tiny bit over that right foot, not just your upper body bending sideways. If you feel unsure, keep more of your hand on the counter. Now gently lift your left foot just an inch off the floor. You do not have to lift high. Hold for a slow count of 3, breathing normally. Then place the left foot back down, bring your weight to center, and relax. That is the essence of exercise number 3. Shift. Stand tall over one leg, quietly lift the other, and keep your spine steady. To make it real to your cooking, stand tall again. Hands on the counter, weight even. Shift onto your right leg and lift the left foot slightly. Now slowly reach your left hand forward along the counter, like you are reaching for a pot, spoon, or spice jar. Your arm moves, your foot floats, but your spine stays long and quiet. After a count of 2 or 3, bring your hand back, foot down, weight to center. You can do 3 to 5 repetitions like this on each side while you wait for water to boil or soup to simmer. Instead of just leaning on the counter, you are practicing spine protection and balance in the exact position where your back often complains. Next, let us take exercise number 3 into walking in your home. Use a hallway wall, the back of a sturdy chair, or the countertop again for support. Stand tall with one hand lightly resting on your support. First, wake up your legs with a gentle march in place. Just a few knee lifts, nothing big. Now, turn that into mindful steps. Take a small step forward with your right foot. As it lands, let your weight really come onto it like you did in the kitchen. The right leg is the main support. The left is lighter. Pause for a moment. Your spine stays tall over that right leg, not falling forward or twisting. Then let your left foot hover a tiny bit before placing it down for the next step. You might only float it for half a second. That is enough. Step, shift, pause tall, then move the other foot. Each slow step is exercise number 3 in motion. One leg carries more weight, the other moves, your spine stays supported. Stay close to the wall or chair if needed. You do not need distance, you need quality. Even 5 slow, careful steps up and down your hallway can teach your body more than 50 rushed, fearful ones. If it feels safe, add a small arm swing. As you stand on your right leg, let your left arm swing gently forward in a controlled way, just like natural walking, but slower. Again, your leg and arm move. Your spine stays calm. Finally, the grocery store. Imagine your hands on the cart handle. Bring the cart close so you do not have to lean far forward. Feet under you, hip-width apart, spine tall, shoulders soft. Instead of pushing with your arms and slumping over the cart, think of stepping your body forward and letting the cart roll with you. Take a small step with your right foot. Let your weight come over that leg, hands steady on the cart. Pause for a second and notice. Right foot grounded, left foot lighter, spine upright between your hands. Then step the left foot forward and repeat. Whenever you pause at the end of an aisle, you can sneak in a tiny stationary version. Stand tall behind the cart. Shift more weight to one leg. Let the other foot hover just a fraction off the ground for a couple of seconds, then set it down. From the outside, it looks like you are just checking your list. Inside, you are training balance and spine protection in one of the most challenging real-world places. Now, why do all these small moments matter so much? Because independence and longevity are not decided by how much you can bench press. They are shaped by whether you can get out of a chair without help, walk safely across your living room, navigate a store or a sidewalk without a fall. Research links strength, balance, and gait speed, how steadily and confidently you walk, with lower fall risk, better health, and even better survival over time. Balance training and spine protective exercises like this reduce falls and help older adults stay independent longer in their own homes. Every time you practice exercise number 3, you are not just exercising. You are quietly investing in your ability